Gamers. We got gold player on the loose. You know, I did, listen, before someone points it out, I did say stay away from forums. But this is good content, I promise you. Just join me on this journey, alright? And my name's in there, so I was like, there was like so much wrong here, and there's some funny stuff, and there's some exposing to be had as well. So I was like, they were pretty good content. Pep, he doesn't know, but I know. You know what I mean? Él no sabe. You know what I mean? Now, the Dent himself, aka the person who posted this, is in my chat right now. So, mind you, the patch has been out for a day. Okay? 1 day. 1 day. Mongol Keshiks are Malian's warrior scouts on steroids. Mongol are S tier now. Malian's D tier. Boom! Right there. That's it. 1 day. Took this guy 1 day. Okay. How did this make past testing? The discovery of warrior scouts meta was enough to bring Malian from being the worst civ in the game. Beastie. By the way, that's not how you spell my name. Okay. Read my name right there. See that? That's how. Beastie. See that? No capital letters except B. Okay. Start of the season, not mine. So I don't know why this matters in the whole post, but that's what kind of started this content. To be one of the best because their past generation made up for lack of power. Relic overreacted and not only nerfed warrior scouts into the ground. This is very important stuff. Everything matters here because I got the receipts after. Not only nerfed warrior scouts into the ground, but absolutely demolished Malians everywhere else too. 10% reduction in food gather rates for Rimba nerfs. At this point, they're way too slow to be viable in one-on-ones. Trade/pit mines are too vulnerable and expensive to provide good ROI on booming compared to other civs. Farimba doesn't pump fast enough. Cow booming with the Grand Coral. You know, just molding, whining. Okay, they're D tier. They are D tier in one-on-one. Alright? These warrior scouts got nerfed, but meanwhile, Mongol lancers get buffed into Keshiks, which are objectively better than warrior scouts in almost every way. Passive regen applies to torch damage, so you can torch a random wall, yada yada. Their raw power makes them essentially cheap, spammable knights. Sure, they have slightly less HP base attack, but they have same armor and higher attacks with less lifesteal. If your goal is to idle opponent's economy, Keshiks are 10 times more effective than French and Rus knights. Because Mongol have plunder bonus and eventually raid bounty. Access to an armored unit with lifesteal in feudal means they can face tank TC arrows and siege. Okay, listen. While the silver tree did get nerfed slightly, Mongol can still trade compared to other civilians under pressure. Ranked is pretty much unplayable right now. Unplayable. Unless you enjoy Mongol mirror matchups every day. Guys, the patch has been out for 1 day. Okay? 1 day. I just want 1 day. Okay? This guy has not played more than 2 games. Okay? I guarantee you. 1 day. Where do I start with this post? So obviously the whole balding about Malian, you know, whatever. He's just balding. Saying you can tank TC arrows and burn down houses and farms under TC is beyond wrong. Like that, guys, you get 3 health per attack, okay? You go like this. 3 health. 3 health. Meanwhile, TC with like 15 villagers is gonna kill that Keshik in like 5 seconds, okay? 100% wrong. Keshiks are 10 times more effective than a French Rus knight. Wrong. French knights can literally charge and tap a villager. Wrong. Access face tank, wrong. Just wrong. Wrong. It essentially pays for them to replace the units that die to TC before you even consider villager idle time. Like, this is so wrong. Should I even explain why it's wrong? Does anyone in the chat think that you can put in H2 units under a TC and you're gonna burn stuff so fast that the TC is not going to kill them faster, you can just replenish and keep going? That is never happening, okay? Never happening. It ain't happening. Now, The real content is the comment section and the exposing after. I posted because he wrote my name, so I was like, you know what? I usually don't post or I usually don't respond, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I said, a unit that has knight armor and costs more food and it costs gold is better than a unit that costs only 90 food. Who would have thought? I hope you're trolling, just in some case you aren't. If you want to compare Keshiks to Malian cavalry, you should compare it to sofas. Because a scout, Malian scout, costs 90 food, okay? And I think Keshik is 120-60, right? Or is it 140? What is it? Twitch chat, no, I don't know the exact price. I haven't played a new patch yet. 120-80? Really? 120 food, 80 gold. So not only is 30 food more expensive, they're 80 gold, okay? So again, comparing an armored unit, which is like a Lancer Knight Keshik, to Scout, which is basically a Scout/Horseman, is dumb. I'm sorry, that's just dumb. You should compare them to sofas. That's what they're comparable to. They both cost gold and the costs are very similar. 60-40 if you double produce, bro, don't even. You can produce like double produce 2 in 10 minutes. Don't even stop. Stop. So he responds, you're omitting the fact that Mongols can pump 2 Keshiks for the price of 1 because of all the free stone they get from their uvu. You know why they can produce double? Because their economy is fucking dog shit. That's their economic bonus. You know how French can produce faster villagers or Delhi has free upgrades? That's what Mongol has. That's not an advantage compared to other civs. That's their bonus for economy. You produce double villagers, thus having more resources. By the time you're in field, you already have a lot of stone banked up, unless you blew it on an improved wheelbarrow or something. If Malian commits to warrior scouts, they end up needing to effectively pay gold anyways because of need to pay for cows. Well, if you want to look at it that way, you gotta build stables, so effectively Keshiks cost wood too. So boom, checkmate. And you also gotta build uvu, so they also cost wood as well, in that case. There you go. And they also cost villagers because they gotta build the buildings. That's not how the game works. Mongol economy is much, much stronger. What economy? What economy does Mongol have that's better than Malian economy? Malian literally has ability to produce food for gold, which have too much because they get passive gold from pit mines. They get passive gold. They have, Mongols got no eco bonuses. They got stone, which is the worst probably economic bonus. Sofa don't have regen and have less armor, but they get destroyed by TC fire. If you think that you can tank under TC with Keshiks, again, delusional, okay? Delusional. I don't understand how Sofa are considered anywhere close to as good as Keshiks. The bigger problem is how well Keshiks synergize with Mongols. That's probably the only right thing that I read so far. Keshiks is a great addition to Mongols as a civilization. By the way, I am not even here to argue if Keshiks are too strong or not. I am arguing the dented POVs, okay? On any other civ, they would just be strong unit, but as Mongol double production con bonus? What con bonus? What, movement speed? For 2 seconds? Raid bounty? Bro. Before Season 5, Mongols didn't really have any tanky feudal age unit, which was the only thing really keeping them in check early game. What kept them in check is the fucking civ sucks. That's what kept them in check. I'm not going to read every single comment. Hey OP, check the username that you're replying to. I'm not saying you're wrong. I haven't even played a new patch, but I'm pretty sure Beastie will latch onto Keshiks if they're OP since he's a top player and wants to win. Doesn't seem like he's defending against Keshiks is much different than defending against Royal Knights in Feudal, even though production is limited to a few extra. Of course, we'll see. It took some... Right. Good response. Oh, trust me, I know the username. Now, this is where I was like, you know what? I'm going in. But keep in mind, despite Beastie being a very good player, he was still 100% very wrong with his Season 4 predictions. Said Malians would be the worst Civ in Season 4, and they proceeded to be a top 3 Civ. Beastie also rarely plays team games, where Mongols excel best at. In team games, the Keshiks have much more room to run around and outmaneuver spearmen in one-on-ones, and Mongol trade is much stronger. So I responded. Predicting something and knowing something is two different things. I also forgot to mention one thing here. I predicted / said something because the Malian playstyle that exists was not a thing. So before Season 4, I made a tier list and I said Malian is probably going to be the worst Civ because the whole Malian scout thing wasn't a thing. Do you also know why it wasn't a thing? Because the region got increased to what it is now. And then people started spamming it. So yeah, I predicted Malian is going to be the worst Civ. Then people discovered the style, the region was insane, and the playstyle came through. I predicted, said something, Malian style that exists now was not a thing when I said that. Then. Or when I said that. You're latching onto the fact that I predicted something and turned out wrong months later after a new playstyle came out. This is my favorite one. Beastie also rarely plays team games. I have played 3 tournaments, the biggest 3 tournaments in Age of Empires 4's history for team games. In the first one, I ended 2nd. In the second one, I won the tournament. In the third one, I won the tournament. So, I don't think I'm exaggerating to say that I'm probably the best team game player in AoE 4 because I won those tournaments. I won 2v2 tournaments, okay? Now, don't cope that I wouldn't win 3v3s and 4v4s, okay? Don't even attempt to say, by the way, that was a 3v3 tournament as well that we won, so copium. Are we gonna pretend here that if me, Marine Lord Vortex, and Lucifer teamed up for a 4v4 tournament, you think someone would beat us? Stop. 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 You played 3 games on ladder and you're claiming something is broke as I show P. Just stop. Posting your game name so we can see how you're owning everyone. If your best rank was at, let's say, Plat, get to Conqueror 3 with this season if it's that good. Right? Here he is. 2v2 is very different from 3v3. Thank you for pointing this out, by the way. The second tournament that I won was a 3v3 tournament. So, and we actually destroyed everyone except Lucifer and Vortex's team, which was a close match. But thank you. Alright, so we're gonna skip this. Oh yeah, sorry. Besides learning from basic, where is it? You're able to play the 400 or 500 APM and multitask everything at once very well. I can't even micro archers and spears without mixing up my control groups, and I end up idling villagers because I'm too focused on the fight. Other times I get overwhelmed by the pace of the game and forget obvious things, yada yada. Besides learning from basic mistakes, APM is more important than deep game knowledge. That's why RTS pros from other games can literally hit Conqueror 3 in 3 days, despite having no idea how half the civs work. But there are also people that have played 1,500 games this season that are hard stuck gold. Now this is the golden part. If there was some way I could limit your APM to some lower value like 100, I think I would stand a chance against you. At 50 APM, it would be an easy win for me. Bro, guys, we need call 911. We got copium overdose. If I reduce my APM to me getting a stroke and playing right after, I would still beat you. With limited APM, okay? So I said, I don't believe you can possibly be this delusional, so I guess you're trolling. Got me though, good one. Turns out he wasn't trolling. This guy is serious. He is serious. Now check this out. This is where the exposing happens. How about a 1v1 where you only use mouse and no keybuttons? That will reduce your RPM to about my level. You should still have an easy win with your superior game knowledge and experience decision making. If you win, you can post it on to your YouTube and humiliate me. I don't even need to play to do that. We're doing it right now. So, he keeps saying that, and he'll take plenty of time to roast his thread on stream and make it his stream title, but he won't take 10-15 minutes to crush me in a one-on-one to prove his point. Just seems a bit disrespectful. Right. I want you to go drink a glass of water, because I don't believe you can put water in your mouth and swallow it. It's disrespectful to say you're gonna do it. I don't believe it. You gotta prove it to me. So I need you to go record you drinking a glass of water and proving you can. I don't think you can do it. Listen, this kind of strategy doesn't work on me. This kind of like, oh, I'm not gonna play against you because you have 0 chance of winning against me. 0. And saying shit like this, gotta be trolling. He's not. That's the best part. So, also a reason why I'm not gonna play this guy is because if I do, then people are gonna start posting similar shit to this, so I can play against them. Because some people just want to play against me, right? Sounds like you have an excuse for being a low rank. Yay! Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. Now, there's a couple more good stuff. Fuck, where was it? What's your oh, yeah, okay. OP, I'm just curious, what's your league/rank? Plat 2. So I'm like, oh, he's Plat 2 in one-on-one. Okay. Just short of Diamond, but I barely touched rank. Only played 30 games this season. At one point, I was 2 wins away from Diamond, but then my teammates stopped playing. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. You are Plat 2 in team games with a pre-made. Damn, bro. You know what? I'm taking it all back. Guys, I was wrong. He would beat me for sure. If I just limit my APM, he would rinse me. Guys, oh my god. Okay. Plat 2 in team games in 3v3 4v4, that's good stuff. It's mostly my APM/reaction time that holds me back. Can we hit a certain emote in the chat for this sentence right here? Against high diamond Conqueror opponents, they'll always maneuver me in fights, react faster to raids. I just can't click that fast. Pretty much every loss is because I either tunnel vision and miss a raid, or I seriously miss micro a critical fight. So I mostly just watch the game rather than play it. I've coached brand new players and gotten them from level 1 to Plat in 2-3 weeks. But you couldn't get yourself from Plat to Diamond in a year and a half. Good stuff. Now this is where the juice comes in. So what we can see here, imagine a Plat guy coaching. Stop. So what we can see here, this guy can beat me in a one-on-one if I just limited my APM to what his is, 50 to 100, because his decision-making knowledge is equal to mine, right? So if the only reason I'm winning and the only reason why top players is because how fast they click. That's what we got to. So I did a little research, actually. Here's our guy right here. Season 4, Platinum 1 in one-on-one with 14 games. Team ranked, we see 19-11 with team pre-made. Good stuff. And I want to show you another comment, actually. Sorry. Oh, right here. It seems to me you're just a salty Malian main that you got used to auto-winning with Malian scouts. So he's molding about Mongol and stuff like that. I never did warrior scouts on Malians in ranked and mained. Listen, he mained English, French, and Abbasid. Okay, let's look at his profile. Let's see how he's maining English, French, and Abbasid. Okay. Malian, English, HRE, English, Malian, Let's look at one-on-ones. So team games, he plays a little bit of everything. Let's look at one-on-ones. Malian, 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 English, English, Malian, 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 Malian. Yeah, he's definitely English HRE Abbasid main. This guy does not main Malians. He does not play them. Guys, stop. He does not play them every game. No, he does not. He plays or barely plays Malian. Okay? He barely touches this civ. Doesn't play it at all, actually. Stop. Now let's address the second point. Let's address the second point. So APM, 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 APM. That's why he's losing. Now I'm going to reveal something to you guys. I've done some digging. My APM, okay, with desktop APM, which is this thing I got here. It's just desktop APM. It's, you know, you click and average APM goes up. That's how it works. See, I'm spamming my keyboard, APM goes up. So this is desktop APM, which means if you see 300, that means that I am clicking 300 actions per minute on desktop. Okay, that is a mouse click, left click, right click, keyboard. That is APM on desktop APM, which is the thing I use for when I stream. You've probably seen it on my stream, right? Now, AoE 4 APM works differently because I don't actually know how it works, but it calculates APM differently, is the whole point. So maybe it doesn't count double clicks. Maybe it like doesn't count left clicks. I don't know, but it counts APM differently. So I have asked Cascade, what is my APM in AoE 4 in an average game? He said it is 200. Okay? Because the game calculates it differently. So this is very important to explain the reasoning behind this. So AoE 4 World shows, on average, my APM on AoE 4 World shows 200 throughout the whole game, right? So some games I might have 260, some have 280. Sometimes games are like slower, or I play like slower Civ and I have like 180 or something, right? So 200. So I figured, you know what? Because he keeps saying that APM is holding him back, we should look at his APM. So I got some games right here. From, you know, him playing with teammates and all that. So let's look at them. Skillard, right here. 32-minute game. 32-minute game. That's him, right there. Skillyard. 180 APM average. Right there. Let me zoom in. Maybe you guys don't see it. Let me zoom in on that. 180 APM on average. Interesting. Okay, listen, 32-minute game. Listen, that's just one game. He says that was way more than usual. Okay, let's look at another game. Oh, right here. Skillyard, 135. Okay, a little bit less. Let's look at another game. This is him in a 4 versus 4, 41-minute game. 41-minute game. Skillyard, 150 APM. 150 average in 42-minute game. Next one. This is a 2v2 game. So I was like, let's spread out a little bit. Let's look at 2v2. 17-minute game. Skillyard, 183. Let me remind you, mine is 200. Let me remind you, mine on the AoE 4 World shows 200 average. And let's look at the last one. Last example. 18-minute game. 2v2. What's his APM? 196. Wow. So do you guys see why I thought this was good content? Do you guys see the copium overdose that's happening here? And by the way, I checked a lot more games, right? His lowest that I've seen, I think, was 130. Now, let's say, for the sake of argument, he has some games where he's got 196, he's got some games where he's got 100. Let's say for the sake of argument, right? By the way, your teammate is probably a god. I mean, he's got 356 APM. Like, this guy can probably beat Marine Lord and me in, like, 1 versus 2, probably. I mean, that guy is, he's fast, bro. Add Cyril on top of that as well. Put in Vortex and Loose Run. This guy clumps us up all together and just cleaves us down with Keshiks. You know what I mean? Under our TCs. Now, let's, in good faith, I don't know what his average across all games is. Let's say it's 150. Let's say he's 150. Mine is 200. Do you really think that you having 50 less average APM is the reason why you're gold or plat? It's the same thing, really. And I'm top player in Conqueror 3? You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. There's just no way. I refuse. I don't believe that that's what you think. I said it's split-second decision making too. So it's everything except game knowledge. I mean, I don't know. The only way we can, like, I don't know what to tell you. The fact that you think I am making split-second decisions just tells me you don't know what you're talking about. I don't make split-second decisions. When I play, I know what a good decision is. I know that might be weird to like understand, but when I'm playing the game, I don't see a group of units. I'm like, do I engage that? No, let's move away. I don't do that. You don't have time to do that. You just play. Yeah, it's like driving a car fast. You don't have time to fucking think about, like, oh, there's an accident. Oh, do I go around it? Or there's no time, right? Donardi's APM. Donardi has 108. Bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He's got 108. And that's Conqueror 3. The copium overdoses have been on the rise, alright? They have been on the rise. That's it, I'm hitting Diamond tonight as Mongols. I probably just don't play enough. Stop. 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 Yo, how can I open my profile? Because I can't search for it because it's a new season. Listen, I know I'm not gonna change your mind. I know you're so deep. Like, you're like, you know those people in like cults that are so deep that their mom comes and they're like, listen, they're evil people. They're making you eat fucking diarrhea. And the person's like, no, I'm eating lovely chocolate with strawberries. There's no point talking to you. I'm not changing your mind. You're so deep in. You're like 10 years into a fucking cult. And anything I say just bounces off your fucking head. But I'll try. A call that you made. Yes. You, in that post, were wrong on everything. Except that one thing, which was Keshiks fit really nicely into Mongol style. That I agree. The rest is like the opposite. You know what I mean? It's like everything you said, opposite is correct. So here we go. I'll look at some games, right? Right here. 196. You see that? 196 in this game. In this game, I have 209. It's very dependent on what civ I play. Because if I play China, it's probably less APM. Now this one I might have more. French versus Mongol. Because it's that kind of matchup. See? 231. Right? But some matches I'll have lower. Like, here, this match against Luciferon. Okay, never mind. I have 246. But if the that was a tournament game where we fought super early. But whatever. If it's like a longer game or it's a more campy game, I'll have less APM average because there just wasn't much stuff happening. You can see here I have 213. So some games I'll have like 190, 180. Some games I have 240, 250, whatever. Right? Now, I think I've kind of talked into it enough, and I hope this gets to you. I don't think it will. I don't think it will, but I hope it does get to you. The APM you can reach Conqueror 3 top 50 with 100 APM average. How do I know that? I don't even need to prove it. Donardi's done it. He has like 100, 110 APM average. And he's got it. That's it. I don't need to play against you. I don't need to be limiting APM. You know what? I'll organize something for you. How about you play against Donardi? He has 100 APM. You should be able to beat him, right? First of all, you have 0 chance of beating him, by the way. Of beating him. 0. I'm not sure what rank Donardi is. You cannot beat him. There's no way. You play a best of 3 against Donardi. If you beat him, I will play against you. But there's 0% chance. At the very least, I learned from it. You can learn right now before playing. You don't need to play. You can learn right now. I am telling you. Your APM has nothing to do with your skill level. Nothing. You are platinum because your game knowledge is platinum. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a bunch of people in the chat who are gold, silver, plat, diamond. That's their game knowledge. Out of any game in this world, maybe Hearthstone, but AoE 4, it is APM intensive, right? For sure, at the top level it is. But out of all the games, there's so much more. If you were like saying it in StarCraft, but even there, like APM is important, but you also got to make good decisions, right? Like we had pro gamers in StarCraft that were top level, and they had 100 APM, which is Goody and Show. For people that are maybe old school and know about them, Goody and Show had 100 APM or lower, and they were top pros, especially Show. He was very, very good. There was also a few Protoss players that were like top 50 Grandmaster with 100 APM. I know you think you might be playing well. You ain't. Because I looked at your APM. You are more than fine to hit Conqueror 3. More than fine. More than fine. Now, I will ask Donardi actually if he wants to play against you. If he doesn't, what am I gonna do, right? I mean, I tried. But yeah. So again, guys, I felt like this would be good content. I don't know if you guys enjoyed this one on Twitch or on YouTube. I thought it was funny. I thought some of the things being said were pretty funny. So I kind of wanted to go over it because I wouldn't have talked about it, but when I saw his APM, I was like, oh, stop. And when I saw him playing Malians, I was like, stop. So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Check me out on Twitch or Probably Live right now. I will try to set up Donardi versus him. Hopefully Donardi accepts. If you're watching on Twitch, let's keep going.